What is up, mandem? It's CDTVProductions, back from the London ting and back on the video making ting. Please don't block me again, Chauncey. And today we're going to be looking at what the 10 worst Eminem songs are, but I've put a little bit of an interesting spin on this one, and that spin is that they can't be songs from Encore, which, if you don't know, I'm pretty sure you do know, but if you don't know, it's generally regarded as Eminem's worst album. You know, if I included songs from Encore, this list would be too easy to make. Shout out to my man Harpreet Kaur, who relentlessly suggested this for a long time. I finally got around to making this, so thank you for the suggestion. And of course, you guys can follow me on Instagram under the name CDTVProductions. I'm posting a little bit more over there on my stories and just posts in general. ASCAP, however you say it, Reservoir Media, and WMG are trash companies that don't understand fair use. This is CDTV Productions, and let's get right into this video. And at number 10, we have Say What You Say featuring Dr. Dre.
Women pools, over 80 million records sold, and I ain't have to do it with 10 or 11-year-olds. Cause what you say is what you say. Say what you say.
Now, The Eminem Show is a top 3 Eminem album for me, but this is one of the very rare bad moves on that project. Now, Eminem and Dr. Dre, it's usually fantastic when they collaborate. You know, they're so good together, and they're both rapping on this track. You know, it's not just like Dre just produced it, they're both rapping on here, but maybe that's what set my expectations so high for this track, and it just didn't meet those expectations. It's always good to hear Eminem over a Dre beat, but this one just sounds a little bit too obtuse and clunky that it doesn't really come across as a strong instrumental. As for its content, it's got some decent bars dissing Jermaine Dupri, but on an album so packed full of content, it kinda stands out as a song that isn't really laser focused on a topic. I feel like if you like this song, you will really enjoy every part of its runtime, but if like me, you don't like it, you'll probably feel like the track runs a bit too long and didn't necessarily need a third verse. Eminem and Dr. Dre are incredible solo and together, but I think they just missed the mark with this one. And at our 9th spot, we have Must Be the Ganja. You know, another song about weed, the most potent drug in the world.
Okay, here we go. Do re mi fa sol la ti da so. Lyrical Roscoe, kick back a Tabasco.
This song, like many others on here, has a pretty cool hook, but it's probably the least energetic that Eminem sounded on Relapse. He sounds so bored on this track, as if he's just delivering his bars to get the song finished and out of the way. That's a commonality you'll find with a few songs on this list. On the rare occasions where Eminem delivers his vocals in a bored fashion, it usually never produces a good result. It's really a shame because the hazy, sinister beat on this song is so well suited to the serial killer persona that Eminem was trying to portray on Relapse, but his vocals and his energy just doesn't match it here. He doesn't really show any of that kind of fun or zaniness to make it an interesting track. I guess that's what annoys me the most about this. It's just that this song had so much potential, but that potential was definitely just untapped. And at number 8, we have Come On Everybody.
Put my LP on your Christmas gift list. You wanna get high here, bitch, just sniff this. Come on everybody. Come on everybody.
Now, I didn't really realize how incredibly solid the tracklist for the Slim Shady LP was until I tried to look for bad songs on that project. And honestly, this is the only one on there that I really think belongs on this list. I've never really liked this song, and I've always felt it conveys the least fun on the Slim Shady LP, despite it still having some entertaining lyrics. One of the main reasons for this lack of fun is the beat for me. There's nothing wrong with having a simpler stripped down beat, there's nothing wrong with that at all, but this one just isn't anything interesting. The majority of it is just a drum pattern and a bass line, and it doesn't really alter too much from that. In my opinion, it's just fairly boring. Eminem describes this at the start as his dance song. I guess this is kind of a parody of 90s dance music, but maybe that is what actually makes this stand out as nothing special. It's just a super bland track overall, honestly. And at number 7, we have Taking My Ball.
I'm like Houdini, tuck my teeny weeny between each one of my thighs and make it disappear like a genie. Make the shit
This song was basically all the juvenile stuff from Relapse, but amplified by 10 and minus all the wittiness. That's probably the best way that I could sum this up. Now, part of me enjoys this song because there's something about the beat and hook that is somewhat catchy. But as always, there's the accent that was found on Relapse, and nothing he's rapping about has a purpose here. It feels like a song that we've already heard from Eminem before, and some of these lyrics, some of them just really made me question myself as an Eminem fan. When he mentions things like shoving diamonds up his own ass, shoving toy trucks up someone else's ass, that someone else being a kid. It's just not something I can vibe with. The only thing I thought was really nice was the Sarah Palin parasailing wordplay. It's a really cool kind of flip on the words, but there's not really anything that ties the verses together narratively, and at the end of it, it just leaves me thinking that this is a song that has no place on an album from my favorite rapper of all time. And at number 6, we have Nowhere Fast featuring Kehlani.
And we're stubborn, so working out the other when we're young.
I didn't like this song when I first heard it, and the extended version of it really didn't help out, so I'm gonna be putting both versions of the song on here. For the original, it just comes across as such an insanely directionless song that isn't really about anything. I spoke about this in length in my track-by-track review of Revival, but what is this song actually about? But genuinely, on the first 3 listens, I had no clue what it was actually about, and I still don't feel it really sticks strongly to a theme. First he talks about how he's gonna kill the beat, then mentions terrorist attacks, then he talks about being better than other rappers, then about why his offensive lyrics shouldn't be taken seriously, and I really just don't know what the point of it was. And yeah, I still feel that way to this day. The beat sounds kinda cheap with these really fast-paced synthetic sounding strings, and the extended version, as mentioned earlier, did not help at all. It started out promising when Eminem added an 8-bar verse about gun control, and I thought, okay, he's gonna remix this song that originally had no theme and make it all about gun control, right? Well, no, it's literally just 8 goddamn bars, and the rest of the song is the same directionless verses from the original. I was genuinely upset when I first heard it. Here is a clip of my reaction when I actually tried to make a first reaction video to the extended version of this song, which would have went up on my second channel, CDTV the G, go subscribe. But here's how I reacted. I just scanned through the lyrics and realized this is the exact same song, with like 8 bars at the start. The fuck? You extend one of the most just trash songs off Revival. This song was literally about nothing. The lyrics were so confused and contradictory, so I don't know why you added a random 8 bars at the start talking about gun control. I got way too hyped for that. That was some bullshit. As you can see, I wasn't very happy. And at our number 5 spot, we have We Made You.
By popular demand, now pop a little Zantac, fantastic if you can, you're ready to tackle any task that is at hand. How does it feel? Is it fantastic? Is it great?
I'll always wonder why this song was chosen to be a single from Relapse, and I guess I'm even more surprised that it performed really well commercially. Then again, an album like Revival has went number 1, so I guess Eminem can sell anything. Now, look, I usually very much enjoy Eminem's more fun and erratic songs such as Without Me or My Name Is, but something about this one just doesn't connect. And honestly, I think the biggest issue with it is the exact same issue most of Relapse had. The accent he puts on here is just not fun to listen to. Now, this song does have decent elements, such as the rhyming, which is always a strong point from Eminem, and the lively beat has a really fun sound to it, but Eminem himself just doesn't hold up on here. It's like he tried to revive his Slim Shady persona with a bit of a new spin on how he sounds, but it's an unsuccessful attempt at doing that. Eminem has a great knack for making stuff sound catchy when it should be annoying, but this one is definitely just annoying over catchy. And at number 4, we have Tragic Endings featuring Skylar Grey.
Drunk of tragic endings.
In my moments of weakness, I openly admit the shit I wouldn't normally.
There's no way that more songs from Revival weren't gonna be on here, and I've chosen this as my second pick from that album. Now, interestingly, this song sounded like something from Recovery, which is an album I actually personally enjoy. But the problem is that it sounds exactly like something from Recovery, and that's not what I want to hear. And what I mean by that is that it's so interchangeable with the other poppy songs on that album, and it comes off as just a throwaway from that project. It's got the same angry type of delivery Eminem used on there, and it's got some really non-specific lyrics about a relationship. Not to mention, the strangest thing about this whole song is that Eminem's vocal mixing really sounds poor on this track, and that is something I literally just can't wrap my head around. How can the most popular rapper in the whole world not get a good vocal mix? He could pay anyone on this planet to mix his vocals, and he has a poor vocal mix on this song. The motherfucker knows Dr. Dre personally. What's going on here? It's actually insane. But yeah, the vocals are just laid on a little bit too thick, and they don't really come across as clear. Skylar Grey puts in a fantastic performance on this song, but it's not enough to save it from sounding so passionless. And like I said, it basically just sounds like something off the Recovery cutting room floor. Oh, and look, it's another one from Revival. At number 3, we have Heat.
From the first time I saw you, I actually said to myself, I gotta meet her like a taxi. Exactly, love affair in the backseat. Sorry if I'm being...
So yeah, following up right after that with my least favorite song from Revival, we have Heat. This actually sounds quite a bit like Remind Me, which is also from Revival. You know, they both have a Rick Rubin produced rock rap beat. They both have Eminem pointlessly rapping about hot women. But I had to pick this one because this one definitely tops Remind Me in the cringe factor. 2 ass cheek implants, call that an asset. I got a meter like a taxi. I'm trying to jump your bones to the marrow. Sweater to some degree. Said my dick is an apple. She said put it inside her. Cider inside her. Ha ha ha. Cause it just died like food coloring does. I bet you get your self-esteem from your persona. I think you get the point. I could make a 10 worst Eminem lyrics video from this song alone if I wanted to. I just don't know why this song happened, honestly. And I usually hate when people bring this point up, but I'm gonna do it here. On this track, it particularly stood out to me that Eminem sounded like a super out of touch 40-year-old man. See, if you guys make it through this song without folding into a massive ball of cringe, I salute you, honestly.
I know what you're thinking, these magazines will never put it in ink, because how would it look if they consider me as a GOAT? And for those of y'all who don't know what a GOAT is, it means the greatest of all time, and I consider myself one of those.
So I decided to only really pick one song that was leaked and not officially released by Eminem. You know, when he was going through his whole drug addiction and overdose period and recovery from that, I decided to only pick one song that was leaked from that era, and that song is this one, GOAT. This one was just an easy choice for me. I think there's honestly nothing good about this song. Let's start with the hook on this, because the hook is just so bad. It sounds like someone just hammered back 10 Jaeger bombs and then tried to explain what the term GOAT means. Now, his flow on the verses really isn't that bad. It's decent actually, but he just sounds completely unmotivated as the lyrics really aren't anything special, and his delivery is so downtrodden. In the second verse in particular, he just kind of rambles on about white rappers and him being the best one, and it just sounds so poorly thought out. From someone who usually has so much impact with his lyrics, this song is just kind of sad to hear. The beat itself is also just as uninspired as the lyrics, and it's not a fun listen, guys. And also, it's just a little bit ironic that one of Eminem's weakest performances comes on a song where he brags about his greatest of all time status. Now, obviously, like I said at the start, this song can be explained by Eminem's severe issues with drugs at the time, but I think I can speak for most of us when I say I'm just happy that this song was never officially released by Eminem, because that would just be such a massive, a massive piece of trash in his legacy. And at number 1, don't lie, you saw this coming. We had, oh god, that was an unintentional, disgusting pun. Oh god. But yeah, you guys saw this coming. At number 1, we have Fack.
I'm all out of gas, not so fast. Your finger just went in my ass. Take it out now. Oh, wait a minute. I'll put it back in.
Yep, pretty obvious choice here, but it's hard for me to not put this at number 1. There we go, hard. There's another references to dicks and ejaculation, which is relevant to this song. I didn't even realize this when I was writing the script. Now I know I'm gonna get those comments that say, oh, but this song is intentionally bad. Does that make it any less worse? Fuck no. If literally hearing Eminem have an orgasm in your ears is your thing, then by all means, enjoy this song. But I only really enjoyed that when I was a kid, and I didn't really realize how disturbing that sentence kind of sounds until I say it out loud. Yeah, I only enjoy Eminem coming in my ears when I'm a kid. But yeah, I think it's safe to say that once I passed the age of maybe 15 or 16, I realized that I really didn't like this song. I will say, it's oddly respectable in a way that Eminem could kick off his greatest hits album with this song. A song that is essentially a troll and meant to be bad, but that is the only thing that I can kind of commend it on. That nasally delivery Eminem uses at parts of the song is so unbearable. And also, did I mention that the song is literally about Eminem coming a lot? If that wasn't enough, we end the song with him shoving a gerbil up his ass, and we get to hear every single wonderful detail about this experience, with Eminem making these really wet licking sounds into the microphone when he talks about it. It's a little bit nauseating.
Grab that tube, shove it on my butt, let that little rascal nibble on my asshole.
Yeah, you know what? I guess I'm slightly happy that this was made because it was an easy choice for number 1. You know, when I made this list, it was just like, yeah, fact, definitely number 1, easy. But there's not many other positives here. This song actually makes me just want to never ejaculate again in my life. I think I'm gonna become celibate, guys. This song has motivated me to never, ever bust a nut ever again. You know, otherwise, if I do, the next time I bust a nut, I'm just gonna hear Eminem making that really wet sound in my ear. And I don't want that. That's how much I hate this song, you know? It's made me give up one of the natural joys of life, you know? Hey, that's a reference to my song, 19.
The only time I get some joy now is when I come, and my hand is the only way that I can get it done.
And you can go and check that on Spotify in the description. Spotify? You can go and check that on Spotify in the description below. But yeah, Fact, in my opinion, is the worst Eminem song that wasn't on Encore. Well guys, that's going to be it for the video today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really didn't expect this video to be as long as it's turning out to be. I mean, the raw audio from this is around 30 minutes long. I don't know how long the final cut of this is going to be, but hey ho, I guess I wanted to explain myself with each song. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Like I said, you can check out my second channel where I do music reactions under the name CDTV the G. You can check out my music under the name I Am Jace. And I really hope you guys did enjoy this one. I've been working on this one quite hard. But yeah, regular uploads will be back now. As you guys can see, I haven't uploaded in a week because I was in London. I was seeing some friends down in London, and it was really good to have a break from YouTube and, you know, just have a good time. And that's what I did. So yeah, now I'm back to regularly making videos, and I hope you guys are all excited for the next one. So this is CDTVProductions. You can, of course, subscribe if you want to and leave a like and share the video, and I will see you guys all in the next one. This is CDTVProductions, signing out.